What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel. Now before we get into today's video, guys, we are 29 subs away from 200. We are drawing closer and closer to the goal every single day. And as I have said in previous videos, if this channel gets to 200 subs, I will open up this Korean Strike of Neos booster box in its entirety on the channel, on the hopes to potentially pull this guy, the so-called Forbidden Yu-Gi-Oh card, Elemental Hero Air Neos. If this channel gets to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety that I got from my partners over at Collector Store, so be sure, excuse me, be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below, on the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, Red Eyes Black Dragon, Monster Reborn, a piece of Exodia, maybe even a Pot of Greed. Who the hell knows? However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare. Actually, my second collector's rare, because if you guys missed out on my Genesis Impact box opening, I pulled this. A collector's rare Beat Cop from the Underworld. As it is absolutely beautiful. Still cannot get over that I pulled it. It's incredible. So if you guys want to see these boxes get opened, maybe you guys want future episodes of WWE's biggest issue. Maybe you guys want future episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's biggest issue. Deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topics, maybe even some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys have not done so already, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. Now, since we are on the topic of Yu-Gi-Oh card discussions, we actually have a bunch more cards to talk about that will be released in the brand new, fix my chair here, in the brand new Animation Chronicle 2023 set, or as we call it, Battles of Legend Monster's Revenge. All of which include which include two brand new cards that will be in the set, and a grand total of, I believe, 9 reprints that will also be in the set. But that's not all. I am also going to be talking about a brand new Jump promo that has also been revealed. So let's get straight into it, guys. We will actually start with the brand new Jump promo, and it's known as Junk Mail, which is a 1-star Earth Warrior tuner with 400 attack and 100 defense, and the second effect is a once per turn. The first effect reads, a synchro monster that uses card as material cannot be destroyed by battle. The second effect reads, if this card is in your grave and you control a synchro monster whose original name includes Warrior, Synchron, or Stardust, except during the turn this card was sent to the grave, you can special summon this card by banishing when it leaves the field. So this card is absolutely nuts. Cards like Cyframe Lord Omega can actually be a real viable asset to a Stardust deck, which I need to update mine because yeah, we got the new Stardust support in Duelist Nexus, and I need to update that deck very drastically. So it'll be a while. It'll be a while before I get to that point, but I will do an update on it. It'll take some time, but don't worry, guys. Don't worry, it's coming. Actually, that's not the only one. I got a bunch of decks that need to be updated with the new ban list. Ugh. Yeah, I got my work cut out for me, guys. Anyway, Anyway, this card actually not too bad. Not too bad. I would probably put this at 2 because if it came up as a 3, it would probably be a brick. So just throwing that out there. But now we gotta talk about the 2 new cards that will be in the new Animation Chronicle set. But the question is, what are those new cards? One of them is known as Eye of Illusion, which I believe this was seen in... What was it? The video duel between Yu-Gi and Pegasus, if I remember correctly? In which, ironically enough, you can actually run this with the Phantom Beasts, which is actually kind of hilarious. But anyway, that being said, Eye of Illusion is a quick play spell that reads: if you control an illusion or spellcaster, activate one of these effects. Your illusion and spellcaster monsters cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. During your opponent's turn, target a face-up monster your opponent controls. Take control of it until the end phase. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, target one of the face-up monsters they control. Change the attack target to it and perform damage count. Okay, so this is basically a nutty-ass card because you can just snatch steal your opponent's monster. That's one of the effects that you can use. Do I even have to say anything else? I don't think so. Actually, now that I think about it, oh, spellcaster. Oh, I just realized Dark Magician can also run this card. Oh my god, that is hilarious. That is actually hilarious. I think what? I think Dark Magician. There was one other deck. A part of me wants to say Magical Musket, but muskets I think are fiends. So I don't know. I think Dark Magician and Phantom Beast are like the 2 main decks that can play this card, which is kind of hilarious. But that being said, guys, now we gotta talk about the reprints that will be in the set, and this first batch. Actually, no. Backtrack that. The other new card is the one card that we have been missing for years now. The only one we've been missing. Emphasis on 1. Because we were missing number 1 Infection Buzz King. And we finally got it. We finally got Infection Buzz King. Rank 8 Dark Phoenix Seas, 3k attack, 2500 defense, 2 or more level 8 monsters. Pretty generic. And the effects are absolutely nuts. The first and second effects are once per turn. The first effect reads: if this card is exceed summoned, you can look at your opponent's extra deck and send 1 card from it to the graveyard. So ironically enough, if number 89 was still legal, this card let me rephrase that. Actually, let me rephrase that. Number 89 focuses on the cards that are banished. So never mind. I lost it there for a second, but excuse me. But this card is actually pretty nuts. Being able to just Foolish Burial a random card, just one random one random card from their extra deck. That's actually pretty cool. The second effect reads: you can detach one material from this card, target a card your opponent controls, destroy it, and if it was a face-up monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its attack it had on the field. So this is basically similar to cards like Infernity Doom Dragon and Utopia Ray V, where the monster gets destroyed and your opponent takes damage, which that's actually not bad. Especially if it was an Axico Talker and it were to get destroyed, the odds of your opponent taking a fuck ton of damage, they're pretty high. They're pretty high, so that's actually not bad. The third effect reads, once per turn during your standby phase, you can attach one card from your opponent's graveyard to this card as material. You want to know what this resembles? The fact that Zeus is still in the format. If this is not proof that Zeus needs to get hit, I don't know what is. I don't know what is, because Zeus is a nasty card. Because the more materials that you have on a Xyz monster, the more board wipes you're gonna have for Zeus. And if let's say this card had like, I'll say, we'll just throw a random example out there. We'll say 11 materials on this card. Overlay this for Zeus, that's 12. That is 6 board wipes. Meaning that no matter what your opponent does, you win. No matter what. That's how crazy this card is. Not gonna say anything else except that I'm probably not gonna be able to get my hands on this, on the Battles of Legends set, unfortunately. But I will say this: this card is going to change the meta. I'm saying it now. This card with Zeus still in the format, this card is gonna change the game, quite literally. But speaking of game changers, we have the Zark reprints, which I don't know if I ever brought these ones up on the channel. No, I don't think I did, but we have a bunch of Zark reprints for the set, for the Animation Chronicle set. This actually ties to, was it Age of Overlord, which Age of Overlord won't be released in the TCG until what later on this year. I think in December, I believe. I think so. But anyway, that being said, we've got Supreme King Gate 0, Supreme King Gate Infinity, Supreme King Dragon Dark Worm, Supreme King Dragon Odd Eyes, Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom, which I think that's banned, actually, if I remember correctly, Supreme King Dragon Clearwing, Supreme King Dragon Dark Rebellion, and Supreme Rage, which I believe that's the card that can help you summon Zarg, actually, which is kind of funny. But we also have one other reprint. The last card to talk about is the other reprint that will be in the set, and it's known as the Right Arm of the Forbidden One. Now, I don't know why they're reprinting the Exodia pieces one by one in each different booster set. That I don't know why, but I will say this: looking at what we saw with the new cards and the reprints, guys, I'm telling you, this set might just change the game. Because, as I said, cards like Eye of Illusion and #1 Infection Buzz King, they're going to change the meta. They are going to completely change the meta drastically. And probably, in my opinion, probably not for the better, but at least these cards will be able to help put both Kashtira and Naturia Runic in their place. That's just how I see it. Will it happen? Only time will tell. But that brings me to the question of the day, which is this: What deck are you guys looking forward to playing post summer 2023 ban list? I'm very curious of what you guys have to say, because honestly, if you guys missed out on yesterday's video, my new episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, there's actually quite a few decks that could come back into the format. So I'm curious of what you guys have to say. So that said, let me know down in the comments below, and that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.